haven't even started already, but I failed. Let me explain. I just signed a new client and I'm super excited because she's such a good fit for my program. She just messaged me and was like, she's starting next week. And she was like, I don't know what's happening. I've been binging ever since I signed up, like ever since I signed the contract. And she was like, I don't know, like what's going on. Almost like a Last Supper type situation. My first reaction, right, is, oh my God, I failed, because she thinks my plan is going to be so restrictive that she has to eat everything in sight right now, right? Like she has to get it all in before she starts, which is terrible, right? First of all, my programs are not restrictive, and yes, I have high standards, and yes, I hold my clients to high standards, but to get to where they need to be, and it's still coming from a loving place and from a realistic place. Like, I don't expect people to live like me, but I'm also, you've paid me for a result and I'm going to help you get there. It was so jarring. I've never had this happen before, but also at the same time, it's like such an amazing opportunity to say, where is this coming from, right? Is this self-sabotage? Does she genuinely think that she's not going to be able to do this? Does she think that she doesn't deserve the results that she's saying she wants? Does she not think that deep down this is possible for her? Like, what is the driver? When you have a moment like this, when you're experiencing this, you have to break it down, you have to unpack it. So like, is it the fear that my plan will be too restrictive and as soon as it's over, she's gonna go back to her old ways? Is it the fear that it's gonna be too hard to implement or it's gonna be too stressful? Is it the fear that it's going to cause issues in her home life? Like, what is it about this incoming kind of deadline and change that is so scary? And she and I have now worked through that and talked about it. And I'm so glad that she was honest with me so we could like discuss it, right, and get through it together. But this is just another really good example of like, anytime a feeling like this, like a strong emotion comes up that causes a behavior that we're trying to stop, you can't just ignore it. You have to unpack it and say, where is this freaking coming from? Because if you never actually figure it out, you're never actually going to solve the problem, right? If she doesn't figure out what the real fear is, or is this self-sabotage, I can't help her in the future. I can't help her work through that if we don't know what we're dealing with, right? So just like when you go to a doctor and there's no diagnosis, you need to understand the problem so then you can diagnose it, so then you can address it, so then you can fix it. And a good coach should be working through all of this with you, but also you should not be afraid to tell your coach things like this, because frankly, what are you paying for if you don't?